Have you ever been in a situation where you're either thinking of buying something, like, for example, let's say it's a car. You're thinking of upgrading your car and you're now looking around to see what options you want, and you zero in on this option and suddenly you just start to see that car everywhere, right? So it's a phenomenon that happens in your brain where there's a part of your brain called your reticular activating system, your RAS in short. And it's the part of your brain that makes sure that you don't go mad, because there's so much stimuli going on around you. Like, you can imagine behind me, because I've just gotten to where I was driving to, and I have this idea and I wanted to share it with you before I go in. But just imagine if you got to see everything that was happening around you. You got to feel everything that was happening in your body. You'd literally go mad. So what your body does is it takes the things that are really important. Like, let's say somebody's just about to park behind me, or there's a car, which could mean danger, which is why I would notice it. But other things that are not that important, you rarely notice them. So when your reticular activating system zeroes in on something that's important to you, like, you have to give it that importance for you to then start becoming, like, you become obsessed and you start to see it all the time. You start to notice these things all the time. And what I want to share with you is how you can use this same reticular activating system that's in your brain, naturally given to you, to help you in your business. So another example is, I have a friend of mine who's really afraid of spiders. And let me tell you, if she walks into a room, you will not see a spider web, but she will see all the spider webs, like, everywhere. She'll see them where you won't, because for you maybe it's not that important, but for her it's a big deal. So that's all she keeps on seeing, right? And that's the same thing. Like, it's over and over again, having this fear or having this obsession. And there are ways in which you can now use this in your business to help give you that same thing, where you now continuously keep activating your reticular activating system to start working towards attracting and making you notice the opportunities that exist. Because once you're very clear, and that's why goal setting is important, like, once you're clear about what you want, you start to activate that part of your brain. That's why we're told, write it down, look at it. Okay, I don't believe you should look at it like all the time every day, because it's like looking at the top of the mountain when you're trying to climb. It can be very disheartening when you're at the bottom and you're seeing how far you have to go. But once you set your goal, you start to activate that part of your brain, and it starts to open up opportunities. Suddenly, like, for me, digital marketing is a thing that is in my reticular activating system. So let me tell you, anything that I see, like, I'll be looking at a website, and as soon as I see something digital marketing, like, I'm just scrolling past, suddenly it's like that part becomes magnified, and now I want to read what it is. So that's what you want to do. You want to activate that part so that you can also use this same capability, this same tool that's in your brain, to help you start noticing opportunities that will benefit you. So that's how you get your brain to actually start working for you. Instead of working so hard and trying so hard to, like, notice things and stuff, your brain will automatically magnify those opportunities and magnify those things that are important to help you achieve your goal. So one of the tools that I want to give you, one of the tips that I want to give you, is something that you check on a regular basis, because repetition is part of that process. It's an important part of that process. And I want to give you a tip that will really help you in activating your RAS, so that you can use it to achieve whatever goal that you want. So would you like to hear that tip? Let me know. Would you like to hear that tip, or should we end this video? Maybe I should give you that tip tomorrow. Okay, so that tip is your phone. You check your phone on average at least like 100 times a day, maybe even more. If you notice, if you have one of those things that counts how many times you unlock your phone, you should actually check and see how much time you spend on your phone. But if you're spending this much time on your phone, you might as well get your phone to start working for you and help you program your reticular activating system, so that it can help get you to your goal. So what I'm saying here is, put a screensaver that is in line with your goal, a screensaver that is in line with something that you want to achieve, right? you're going to check your phone. If you're going to check your phone, and on average, let's say 400 times a day, and those are not high numbers. They seem high until you actually check the data, and you'll notice that you do check your phone that regularly. But if you're checking your phone that regularly, and you now have a screensaver that talks about something that you want to overcome, or a goal that you want to achieve, like by end of this month I want to have this much revenue, by end of this year I want to reach this goal, and just put that on a screensaver. And you can create, like, even if it's writing it down or sketching it on a paper, taking a picture and making that your screensaver, like, find a way to make this your screensaver, and then use that thing, that screensaver. You're now using your screensaver to help your RAS so that you can achieve your goal with ease. Isn't that cool? Now, for me, because I don't check my phone as much, I use it on my laptop. So my screensaver on my laptop is, right now, it's all limitations are self-imposed, because I want to always remember that anytime I'm thinking to myself, oh, I can't do that, oh, that's too hard, that's a self-imposed limitation. So that's where I've put this. I've put this on my screensaver. Maybe now, after I did an event recently that was fantastic, and I'll tell you more about it in another video. So subscribe to this channel so I can share more on what happened, and you can get notified. So turn on that notification bell. This is for YouTube. If you're watching this on Facebook, like this video, share it with a friend. But I would love to keep sharing with you, and that's what I do. Like, I love to share with you ideas that I have and things that I think are important to help you in your business. And this particular event that I had was so amazing, and some people would told me that I wouldn't be able to pull it off, but I kept this screensaver. All limitations are self-imposed, and I decided I would not self-impose myself. And honestly, this I think, now that I think about it, I think that was a big part of being able to pull off this event within short notice successfully. And I'll share with you more around how this happened, and how my message during it was a live training on for people who are looking to either start an online course or grow their online courses. So I did this, and it was at Serena, and it was fantastic. We had Polycarp Igade as well there as a guest speaker, and it really, really touched me at how everything worked out. So now that I've done that, and I have imprinted that thing that tells me, hey, don't limit yourself, now I'm ready to move on to another goal. So I may just change that, but I'm using what's available, what I check all the time, because I'm on my laptop on a regular, and it's imprinting this message in my brain. So that's a great way for you to really achieve your goal with ease, and to use what's available to you to help you do that. So that's my tip for you. And if you like this, just let me know in the comments. Like this video, I'd really appreciate it. I love to read comments, and I'm always replying to people who comment, and I appreciate it when you share this video. So please share it with a friend who needs to hear this. Let's spread the love, let's spread the message, and let's grow our businesses. Let's change this year. This year has, it's new, but we're going to have to make up for anything that we lost last year. So let's work double time, and let's figure out how we can do this in a smart way without having to work too hard and grind. I want to see what I can help make things easier for you. So yeah, share this with a friend, and I'll see you at the next video.